A surgeon, an engineer, and a lawyer were arguing about which profession was the oldest. The doctor said, well, on the 5th day of creation, God took a rib from Adam, so surgery is the oldest profession. The engineer said, but before that, God created the heavens and the earth from chaos, so engineering has to be the oldest profession. Then the lawyer said, yes, that's true, but who created the chaos? People like to tell lawyer jokes. Me too. I actually collect them. People seem to love to hate lawyers, but I think that's more in the West. In Malaysia, people generally respect lawyers. It is actually called an honorable profession. Lawyers are in a position to make the society we live in a better one. It has steep traditions in fighting for the poor, for justice, and setting right the wrong. Lawyers and judges are called to protect justice without fear or favor. A good government promises to take care of its citizens from the cradle to the grave, while the law would affect the life of a person before the cradle and after the grave. In a sense, everything in our life is affected by the law. Thus, the legal profession is a very wide one. As a lawyer in Malaysia, you are called an advocate and solicitor. Basically, an advocate is a lawyer who goes to court, and a solicitor is someone who handles non-court matters, from property to corporate matters, from contracts to trusts, from the land to the sea and sky to the virtual world. Whenever, wherever you need to regulate relationships, you need lawyers. Law is all about relationships. If you like dealing with people, then law is for you. When I say relationship, everything in life revolves around a relationship. Criminal law protects human relationship. When you deal with a company, it is also about relationship. There are always people behind things, and law regulates that relationship. Life is about relationship. You cannot avoid it. You actually need it. So learn how to handle relationships and embrace them. Relationship can hurt you and disappoint you. But you know what? The most fulfilling things in life is having good relationships. Harvard University ran the world's longest research project. It is now running for more than 80 years. It is called the Harvard Study of Adult Development. It is ongoing, and it's the world's longest studies of adult life, having started in 1938 during the Great Depression. The research has shown that the people who fared the best in life were the people who leaned into relationships with family, with friends, with the community. Good relationships keep us happier and healthier. I wanted to be a lawyer when I was in Form 4. I was a science stream student. Even when I did my A-levels in Singapore, I took triple science, biology, physics, chemistry. When I applied to study law in England, the admission officer, after accepting me, actually told me that they prefer to have science students studying law. Law is a science. It is quite scientific in its approach. Some students have the misconception that you have to be able to memorize things well to study law. That's not true. Understanding what you are learning is more important. It is actually the same for all studies. Understanding is way more important than memorizing. Law is so wide, you can't possibly know every little detail of everything. As a lawyer, you are trained to know how and where to find the answer to an issue. I have a philosophy in life, that is to know a few things about everything and know everything about a few things. So rather than being a jack of all trades, master of none, each of us should be a jack of all trades, master of some. You ask me anything about law, I would have some ideas about it. You ask me about certain subjects of the law, I will have everything on my fingertips. That is a very useful attitude in life, not only in my legal career, but in all other things I do. Yes, when you become a lawyer, other than practicing law, you should also have some other areas of interest. My passion is in fine art. I'm not an artist, I don't paint, but I read up about art. I write about art, I curate art exhibitions, and I collect art. The other thing I learned in my life is that I don't compartmentalize my life. I'm a lawyer, I'm an art lover, I'm an elder of my church, I'm involved in various charities, I'm a husband, and I'm a father. I'm all that at the same time, and I find that each role I play complements the others. I also learned that I have time. I think it is an attitude issue more than anything else. Many will say, I'm busy, I don't have time for this and that. You know what? You have time. It is just how you choose to use your time. One other important attitude to have in life is to strive for excellence. Don't try to be a perfectionist, that will bear you down and make you inefficient. But strive for excellence. Always try to do things better and faster, be more efficient. I like how the famous Chinese writer Liang Qicao in 1922 summarized the Chinese classical teachings on work. That is, 敬业, 乐业. That is to respect your job and have joy doing your work. You owe that to God, to people around you, and to yourself. One other thing, law is a very useful degree. Even if you don't intend to be a practicing lawyer, a law degree is very useful. With a law degree, you can go into many different careers. In fact, in the West, only a small percentage of law graduates end up being a practicing lawyer. Many lawyers would discourage others from taking up a law degree. Maybe they don't enjoy their work or they don't think they're earning enough. In that sense, every profession is the same. You have that same feeling sometimes in your career, whatever career you are in. To excel in what you do, I advise that we inculcate these attitudes. Life is all about relationships. Know a few things about everything and know everything about a few things. Don't compartmentalize your life. Respect your job and have joy doing your work. Strive for excellence. You've got time.